This is the math video tutorial for moving straight ahead, the rewrite for page 11. The directions are convert the situations into equations and give the y-intercept. This homework is very similar to what we did in class. Number 1 says Ring Me Cell Phone Company charges $4 per month plus 3 cents per minute used during the month. Your equation should represent the total cost for any number of minutes used. So before we write our equation, we have to figure out what our variables are going to mean, stand for, what letter we're going to use. So I'm choosing C for total cost. And again, remember, you can choose any letter you want as long as you describe what that letter represents. And I'm also going to have M stand for minutes. Now they're charging 3 cents per minute, so I have, to get to total cost, 0.03 M. They're also charging a standard fee of $4 per month. Now this per can sometimes throw you off, and it's the only time that it appears in any of the problems. So that gets a little confusing, but if we read through the whole entire problem, we see that it says used during the month. So we're really only writing an equation for 1 month. So we have C, our total cost, is going to be 3 cents times the number of minutes we use plus the one-time monthly $4 charge. Now, just like in class, using our shortcut, the y-intercept is simply the number that was added or subtracted from the problem. So in this case, our y-intercept is 4. Number 2 reads, your neighbors pay you $15 just for coming over and an additional $3 per hour that you babysit. Your equation should represent the total money earned for any number of hours you spend babysitting. So again, we got to come up with an equation in the y-intercept, but the first thing we want to do is figure out what our variables are and what letter we're going to use for them. So I'm going to let M stand for money earned and H stand for hours babysitting. So my equation is going to start off with M, the amount of money that I'm going to earn babysitting is going to be $3 times the number of hours I work. However, they're also going to pay you $15 just for coming over. So the amount of money I make will be $3 per hour plus the $15 they're giving me up front. Our y-intercept, again, is the number that's being added to the equation. So our y-intercept, which is the number that represents where the equation crosses the y-axis. So for this problem, this equation is going to cross the y-axis, which is called the y-intercept, at 15. Number 3, there is an urban legend that when you take your SATs, you get 200 points for simply filling out your name correctly. We're going to assume that this is true and that they give you 15 points per correct answer. Your equation should represent the total points earned for any number of correct questions answered. For my problem, I'm going to let P stand for total points earned and A stand for correct answers. So my total points, I'm going to get 15 points per correct answer. So if I answered 10 questions, I would get 10 times 15 for 150 points. However, according to this legend here, you get 200 points for simply filling out your name. So my points would be 15A plus 200, assuming you know your own name. So the y-intercept for this problem, what's being added to the equation? 200. So the y-intercept is 200. This concludes the Moving Straight Ahead Rewrite Math video tutorial for page 11.